how make good habits and break the old bad habits. At first, I must define what we means from habit. Habit is something that we do regularly or usually, often without thinking about it, because we have done it so many times before. And usually most of people have some bad habits, and always people wants to take it or develop a new habits and have problem with that. Most of the time, maybe somebody ask how long does it take to develop a new habit, and I think that it's related to the intensity of the emotion that accompanies to our decision to make a new habits. And for example, many of us, many of people usually talk about and think about to lose weight and become physically fit, but this may go on for years without doing anything. Then somebody is then one day their doctor says that if you don't get your weight down, you or you if you don't improve your physical condition, you are in danger of, for example, heart attack. And it caused them that suddenly change their behavior, and suddenly want to change his diet or do more exercise, stop smoking. Because of that, psychologists refer to this as a significant emotional experience. It means that the intensity of the emotion that accompany our desire to form a habit or break an old habit is affect how we change our behavior. And most of the psychologists believe that it takes about 21 days or around 1 month to break a bad habit or form a new good habit. This pattern usually works for medium complexity habits. For example, getting up earlier in the morning or exercising each morning. But if we want to do something more complex, it may take more time to reach that point. And how we can develop a habit, it's according to psychologists, it has a proven methodology. It's much like a recipe for preparing a dish in kitchen. The first thing that we must do is to make a decision to break an old habit or making a new habit is the first part of change. The second is never allow an exception to our new habit. It means that we do not make any excuses or rationalize ourselves when we decide to make a new habit. And we must not let ourselves of that disciplines that we must do for making a new habit. The other things that the psychologists usually recommend is that tell others people that we are practicing a new behavior. They think that it make us more motivated, and make a very stronger willpower for us to change our behavior, making a good or breaking a bad habit. And the last thing is rewarding ourselves. Rewarding ourselves, it make us that unconsciously we the pleasure of the reward that we give us when we change our behavior associate with our new behavior. And I also want to say something about how we can change our bad habits. It's the first thing is that we must be honest with ourselves. We must be honest with ourselves that if we want to overcome a bad habit, we must accept that we have bad habits and we want to change that behavior. We admit that we need to break those habits, and like making a good habit, we have to create a plan for breaking a bad habit, and also we need to figure out why we do that bad habit. It's, for example, it's related to our laziness or something else that because of that we do that, and we need to change that our behavior. And also we must also set a goal or create a plan to break a bad habit. But the most important, one of the important things is to set an attainable goal, both short-term goal and long-term goal. And we must track our success according to our goals. And also, if we write those goals down and checking always our goals, it's help us to change our behavior. And the other thing is telling a friends about our goals. I come across with something in a article that it's mentioned that, have you ever noticed that boxers never come to a ring alone? Why boxers never come to the ring alone? And it's mentioned that always we must have someone in the corner throughout the fight. They need someone in the corner throughout their fight, that cheering them up and providing the direction for them. And for breaking a bad habit or making a new habit, we need someone else to cheer we up or providing direction for us. And also the last thing is give ourselves enough time to change our habits. Thank you.